Okay. Welcome you guys to the webinar. I'm super excited to be here with you guys. My name is Eric Johnson. I'm the creator and founder of Teamzy. Also the CEO of Teamzy. Okay, so this is the first of our Pro Series trainings. So a lot of you guys have been on my trainings before and you know that I've focused on just the basics. How to do relationship marketing 101 and how to use Teamzy 101. And we've been focused on that as we build our tribe, as we build our community. Now we've got a team that'll do that. What I'm going to be teaching you guys on these series is we're just going to go deeper. I'm going to teach you principles of leadership, building your business. All of it's going to, of course, be tied back to this amazing tool, Teamzy, that we built for you to make your life easy. Today's call is how to create and sustain momentum with your team. That's what we're going to talk about today, how to create and sustain momentum with your team. So our focus is going to be on leadership, how to lead your team to create momentum, to do some action in the business. Now, we've just recently launched a coaching tool into your Teamzy account. It's called the Team Report. I'm going to be showing you guys that today as well. And we're going to leverage that several ways from a leadership perspective to help your team, okay? But this call is going to be filled with some good content on things that you can do. I want you guys to make sure that you have pen and paper ready or your iPads ready, whatever you're taking notes on, be ready, because I'm going to give you a ton of action steps, a ton of content that you can apply today in your business to start building your team. Some of you guys have huge teams. Some of you guys maybe don't even have a team yet. And that's okay, because you can start with these principles today. Okay? All right, so let me just go ahead and jump in to my presentation here. How to create and sustain momentum with your team. And we're going to do all of this leveraging the team report in Teamzy. Okay. Some of you guys may not have even seen that yet. It's new. It's only a week or so old. A little bit about my backstory, just for those of you guys who haven't seen me present before. I've been a professional business coach and consultant for 15 years, helping people build their business by relationship, through relationship marketing. Everything I'm going to teach you here today, none of it's theory. It's all things that have been tried to work consistently in the real world. Okay. So you're getting the benefit of all of those years of experience. Here, let's start with this. Successful teams, right? That's what we all want. They have proven systems they follow that are easily duplicatable. Okay, first principle, successful teams have proven systems they follow that are easily duplicatable. You guys are here because you're using Teamzy, which is exactly that. It's a system you can follow that's easily duplicatable. Are there systems that people have built for this business that work? Yes. Are they sometimes very hard to duplicate? That's why we built this, guys. That's why we made it so simple, so that it's so easy for you to plug new people into it. Okay. Also, here's the key. A successful team consistently work those systems. Consistently work those systems. Okay. Now I'm going to talk to you guys about 6 different things that a leader does to help with this piece, the consistently part. Because that is the key. If you can be consistent and you can help your team be consistent, everything else is going to happen. Okay. Also, successful teams have leaders who inspire, encourage, and hold them accountable to their goals. Right? A successful team has a leader who inspires, encourages, and holds them accountable to their goals. Okay, this may not be rocket science to you guys. This may be basic stuff, but it's important to understand these things as we go forward. So why does every successful athlete and business person have a coach or mentor? Have you guys ever wondered that? Anybody with any measure of success in this world has a mentor or has a coach. Why is that? Have you guys ever wondered that? It's a real simple concept. A coach can draw more out of a person than they can achieve on their own. That's it. A coach can draw more out of a person than they can achieve on their own. Who's helping you? And then now looking at your team, how can we draw more out of them than they can do on their own? As the leader of your team, you need to be that coach, okay? You guys need to be that coach. But don't worry, I'm going to give you the action steps here today on how you can get started doing that. So here are 6 things that a leader provides. 6 things that a leader provides. 1 is inspiration. And I'm going to go through the list and then I will break down each one. I'm going to go through this list with you guys one by one. I'm going to tell you how to do it. I'm going to give you application points that you can put in your business today. Okay. And then at the end of the call, I'm going to give you all as leaders some extra action steps. Inspiration is one. The second is outside perspective. A leader provides outside perspective for their team. 3, accountability. Accountability. 4, a leader provides encouragement and motivation. Encouragement and motivation. 5, a leader provides course correction when necessary. And 6, actionable advice for improvement. Actionable advice for improvement. Hold on one second, guys. All right. I just got a random call from my team, and I just wanted to make sure. You guys hear me okay? Give me a throw in the chat if everything's cool. Okay, perfect, great. Whenever I get a call like that in the middle of a presentation, I'm like, maybe nobody can see me. Okay, great, let me jump back into my presentation. Better safe than sorry, right? All right, so let's go through these things. Inspiration, outside perspective, accountability, encouragement, motivation, course correction, and actionable advice for improvement. All right, real quick, I want to show you guys this new tool that we built in Teamzy for you, okay? This is the team report. And if you haven't seen it yet, once you plug people in, it'll look like this. The team report is going to allow you to plug your team members into your Teamzy so that you can see what they're doing in Teamzy on a daily basis, monthly or weekly basis, okay? It's as simple as that. I'll show you how to do it really quick because this training really isn't about how to use that because the guys built it so easy. But let me just demonstrate it really quick so that you guys have the how-to. Where's Teamzy? I got it open right here. All right, so you guys see Teamzy? So team report over on the left, click that to jump in. I have a couple of people who have agreed to be on my team, which is great. So you can see here on my team, you can see what people are doing today, right? So Tanya's on fire because she's already got 57 connects in. She's already hit her goal for the day. That's awesome. That's so cool. But you can kind of see what's going on. Now, let me just show you how to do this. If you want to add somebody to this team report, you just click this little plus and you send them an email. It's that easy, right? I'll send one to Jay. You put in their email address that they use for Teamzy, and you may have to ask them for that if you don't know, but it's probably just there. So you can see I've already sent that email. Okay, so that's it. You send it to them, then they accept it. They give you permission to see it. Okay, pretty easy. Also, you can manage this, sharing options. You can go over here and manage it. If somebody's invited you to share their stats with them, you'll see this little red thing pop up, and you'll also get a pop-up on your dashboard. So sharing options, I'll show you that real quick. You can turn people off, you can turn people on, right? Okay, that's the team report. Take a mental picture of that because I'm not gonna come back here during this presentation, but everything is gonna be used. You're gonna be using this data to do all the things I'm gonna teach you, okay? Awesome. Back to the slide deck, where are you? Okay, awesome. So let's talk about number one, inspiration. Inspiration, remember a leader provides inspiration. And what do I mean by that? The best way to inspire your team is leading from the front. Leaders lead from the front. Now I love this drawing here I found on the internet. People think that a leader sits back and tells their team what to do, but a leader needs to get out front and lead. Now, a few of you guys are gonna hear me talking right now, and it's gonna be a little wake-up call for you. Because I cannot tell you how many people who are leaders of large teams across the different 27 organizations that we support who have kind of gone into cruise control. They built a team and now they're trying to get people to do stuff, but they're not really doing it anymore themselves. Here's what I want you guys to know real quick. You need to focus on your personal consistency first. If you want your team to be consistent, you want to see your team building volume and getting successful, you need to focus on your personal consistency first. There is a myth, a lie in our society, and the words we use to describe the lie are these two words, passive income. Passive income is a lie. Write it down. Passive income is a lie. What you're looking to do is scale up your income. You're looking to multiply your income. What we want to do is continue doing the work, but seeing the results of that work multiply exponentially. That's the point of building a team. Not that you build a team and stop working. It's that as you continue to do your part, your income will grow exponentially as you build your team. But there's no stopping. There's no stopping and resting on your laurels. That's when you start to watch things decline, guys. So some of you guys need this checkup from the neck up. It's time to focus on your personal consistency first, okay? I want you to crush your daily power hour. That's it. Crush your daily power hour. Crush it. You know how to do it. Do it, okay? Your consistency will inspire the team. Your consistency will inspire the team. People want to be led, okay? And if you're not doing it, why should they? If you're not doing it, why should they? Now, I know we've got people from all kinds of different networks here. And I'm just going to say one more thing on this because I'm really passionate about this. And it's because I want you guys to succeed. And those of you guys who have been successful, I want you to be more successful. Are you kidding me? Because there's more people for you to help. I see the leaderboards and the posts on Facebook. I'm in a lot of team groups where people post, their recognition for the month. And I can't even tell you how many times that I'm surprised that the leaders' numbers are so low. Okay? All right. I'm beating the dead horse. Get after it, you guys. Second thing. Oh, here's your application for inspiration. Okay, here's an application for you. Share your stats with key members of your team so they can see you doing the work. So you could actually let them see you on their team report. Or you could do the good old trusty that I've been telling people to do for 2 years, which is to take a screenshot of your daily goals crushed in Teamzy and send it to those people, okay? Share your stats with key members of your team so they can see you doing the work, okay? Post your Teamzy dashboard screen grabs on your team page. So you may not want to do it every day, but I want you guys to do it. When you crush your power hour, I want your team to see it. Show them. Again, it's encouragement. Okay, now I know what they're doing. I want to be like her. She's doing this. I need to do this too. With me? Share stories of conversations and results that you're creating. Okay? So obviously the most fun thing about using Teamzy is you're creating 20 conversations a day. And those conversations are fun. So share some of them. What are some of the responses that you've gotten that are positive? Share some of those conversations. Take a screen grab of the messages and put it in your team page. Share it with your team to encourage them. Some of them are afraid to get started and they need to know that the conversations are actually fun. Okay, so there's your application points for inspiration. The second thing that leaders provide is outside perspective. Outside perspective. Nobody can see their own swing. You may not be a golf fan, but you've heard of Jack Nicklaus, the greatest golfer who ever lived. Here's a picture of him, the greatest golfer who ever lived, getting help with his swing. Why? Because he can't see his own swing. It does not matter how successful you are or how brand new you are. You need outside perspective to help you. Okay? So your team needs your experience and insight. Share it with them. Share it with them. They need to know. They need to know. Don't assume they know what they're doing. Help them. And who's helping you? Who's helping you with your swing? Who do you have? Do you have a success partner? Do you have an upline who can help you? Do you have a personal coach in your business? Who is it that is helping you with outside perspective? This is huge, you guys, because world champions have coaches. So let me give you some application points on this, okay? How to provide outside perspective. I want you to do this. Pick 3 key members of your team and add them to your team report. So you don't have to start with the whole team. Let's just pick 3 people, 3 key people, add them to your team report. Ask them where they feel they struggle the most. Now, what's going to be crazy about this, you guys, is none of those are going to be new revelations. They're going to be things you've heard a million times. But ask them where they feel they struggle the most. Listen, and then offer your perspective. I know it's so easy, right? But that outside perspective is invaluable to them, okay? And then ask them to share a conversation they had where they didn't convert, where it kind of fizzled out. Ask them to share it with you. They can either tell you about it, or sometimes they'll even just take a screen grab of the conversation, if it's in a message. Offer pointers on how they can improve their dialogue, the questions they're asking. Whatever it may be, it will be obvious to you. This is the cool thing about outside perspective. It will be obvious to you when you see it. Even if you're not the leader of that person, let's say you're success partners, You're in the same place. Maybe you're even both brand new. That outside perspective is still going to be super helpful. Okay? And bear with me, you guys know I move fast. I have a lot of content. So if you're not getting all this written down, get your screen grabs going. I'm recording this though too, so you will get the recording. 3, the third thing leaders provide is accountability. This is kind of in the middle because it's the center of the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right? Accountability. To help your team succeed, you must hold them accountable to their goals. This is the magic sauce. I love this shot. This is a Beachbody promo thing that they had on Facebook years ago. Accountability is the glue that ties commitment to results. Commitment to results. How do I tell you how important accountability is in a new and fresh way? The bottom line is this, you guys. And this is why I believe it works, by the way. We're designed to do more for others than we are for ourselves. Have you guys noticed that? I mean, I know a lot of you guys are parents, and the first thing you'll do is sacrifice yourself if one of your kids needs something. It could be something like a glass of water that interrupts your workout, so you go get them a glass of water because you will do things for others before you do things for yourself. We're people pleasers at heart, which is, it can sometimes be an issue, but most of the time it's good. That's why we live in community, and that's why we work so well with each other, and that's why mutual accountability works. We're designed to do more for others than for ourselves. We don't want to let our team down. We don't want to let our leaders down. Once we get in an accountability relationship, we are much more likely to do things we don't want to do because of that accountability. Okay? And we really do care what others think of us. We do. Now, I'll just give you guys a little story. Some of you guys know my story. I had originally gotten involved with Beachbody because I did P90X and lost a bunch of weight. But the real story is I bought P90X and it sat on a shelf for years collecting dust. And occasionally I broke it out and did a couple workouts and I got really sore and I stopped. The way I did it for real was I posted on Facebook, hey, I'm going to do P90X 90 days in a row. I'm not going to miss a day. Everybody out there on Facebook, hold me accountable. Once I put it out in public, I felt there was no going back. I had to do it. And when I would post my workout day 10, day 12, and I would get 20 people liking it or commenting or whatever. If I missed my workout post, they would say, where's your workout, Eric? The accountability helped me change everything. And it's huge. When I do team calls and I say, who's going to take the 5-day challenge? Let me see you on screen, put your hands up. I see people go like this because they know as soon as they put their hand up in front of their team, they're accountable. And accountability is one of those things that works. And it's kind of like, dang it, I'd have to do it now, right? It's huge. It is so huge. The team report is your public accountability. Once they agree to share their stats on the team report, they have now agreed to public accountability. It's so powerful, you guys, so powerful. I know some of you guys are super excited just thinking about it. Here's your application on accountability, how to hold them accountable. Ask your team members to commit to a daily goal in Teamzy, then add them to your team report. Okay? Did you set goals in Teamzy yet? What are your goals for a day? How many people do you want to connect with a day? You want to commit to 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, what? Great. Put that in your Teamzy. I'm going to send you the invite. Get on my team report. Okay? Tell them you will be sharing your team report on team calls and let them know when the next team call is scheduled. Okay, 2 things happening here. 1, oh my gosh, this isn't just for you, it's for the whole team to see. Yeah, mutual accountability, right? 2nd, the next team call is on this date. What happens when they know that date? On this date, the team will see if I've done anything or not. Now, the cool thing about a deadline like that, you guys, and accountability behind it is this. They may slack the whole week. But when they know team calls tomorrow, they are going to get in Teamzy and crank through a bunch of activity that they wouldn't have done otherwise because they don't want to look like a total schmo. Is that a real word? I just made it up. A total schmo on the team call. Okay? So tell them you'll be sharing the team report on team calls and let them know when the next team call is scheduled. On the team call, go down the report. I want you to celebrate like crazy the people who are killing it. Hold them up. Okay? And the cool thing is, too, is after you've done this for a couple of times, those people who are killing it will be able to share success stories because there is absolutely no doubt that the activities will bring results. Okay? And then encourage or cajole the people who are not doing the work with me. And you're going to have these little on fires for people who are on fire, and you're going to have these little sleepy icons for people who aren't doing nothing. Okay. So there's your accountability. Get them to commit to a goal, share on your team report, and let them know you will be sharing that team report and you will be calling them out. Okay. 4, a leader provides encouragement and motivation. A leader provides encouragement and motivation. Now, how do we do this? Focus on their goals. Focus on their goals. Remind them what they want to achieve. So you need to know what their goals are. Okay? It's more than just stick with it. Yay. You can do it. You know, I believe in you. Even though I thought this was really cute. I'm a dog lover, so anything with dogs and puppies, forget about it. But I do believe in you. But it's more than I believe in you. You said that you wanted to create financial freedom for your family. You wanted to be free from the worry of where your next paycheck is going to be. You wanted to be able to stay home permanently with your kids. These are things you told me you wanted, Sally. And I want to help you achieve those goals. How do we get you back engaged? Are you with me? Encouragement and motivation. The best way to do it is focus on their goals. Remind them what they want to achieve. Okay, so here's a couple of other tips. Empathize with excuses, but never empower them. Empathize with excuses, but never empower them. What do I mean by this? Will they give you excuses? Do you, by the way, give yourself excuses? Yeah, we all do it. You might not like the word excuse. Maybe it's a reason. It's still an excuse, okay? If it got in the way of what you need to get done, it's still an excuse. So we want to empathize. I'm not going to be a jerk about it. I understand. I understand right now we've got like earthquakes and hurricanes and all kinds of stuff happen. There's stuff happening that's real, okay? But I will never tell somebody, you know what, this was a challenge that was huge and you should give up on your goals. You should give up on your dreams over it. No way. So I'm going to empathize. Look, I know it's hard. I understand that, this was an incredibly challenging setback, but we're not going to empower those excuses to make them something that is a quitting point. Does that make sense? Life is guaranteed to get crazy for all of us. Life is guaranteed to get crazy for all. Do you guys agree with that? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And here's the thing I want you guys to know. I want you to know it and I want you to teach it. Your business building activities are often the only thing you have control over. Your business building activities are often the only thing you have control over. I mean, when life is going sideways, sometimes the only thing you really can control is, are you connecting with people? Are you trying to help people make their day? Are you trying to help people through your business opportunity? Okay. All right. Let me give you guys some application steps for encouragement and motivation. So one thing we're going to do is we're going to call out absentees on team calls. So people don't show the team calls, I know, and that's fine. A lot of them do catch the recordings though. So we want to call them out and encourage them. Say, hey, Eric's not here today, but I just want to send a word out to you, Eric, if you're listening. I want to tell you great job on your Teamzy stats for the week. Or maybe, hey, I noticed you didn't go into Teamzy this week, Eric. I just want you to know we care about you. We're rooting for you. If there's anything that we can do to support you, please reach out to us. Okay, so do that on the calls. It'll be on the recording. Okay, not only will that encourage that person, but it encourages the rest of your team. It shows the rest of your team how you care. How you care. One of my favorite stories in the Bible is the story of the lost sheep. The idea that God, the creator of the universe, cares. If one sheep is lost, he will leave the flock and go search out that sheep. You guys need to shepherd your flock the same way. Let people know that you care about those lost sheep, okay? Ask the team to check in on them too. It's a team effort, right? Everything's not on your shoulders. That's why it's a team. Guys, do me a favor. We haven't seen Eric in the last couple of calls. Doesn't look like he's using Teamzy. Will you guys check in on him, please, and see if there's anything we can do to support him? Because that's going to lift that person up as well, okay? So ask the team to check in on them. And then I want you to share stories of successful people just like them. Oh, man. Share stories about how people overcame struggles, or have people on the team that have great stories like that. Share them on the calls. But we want people to understand, A, they're not alone with struggle, and B, they do have some control over something. They can get back in charge of their business. Are you with me? Okay. Next, course correction. Course correction. As a leader, you need to help people early and fast. You can see from 100 miles away when somebody's heading for disaster. You can see it. You need to help them early and fast. So how do we do it? The first is we want to call them out with love when they're letting themselves down. Call them out with love when they're letting themselves down. This comes back to what we talked about earlier in the webinar, which is find out what their goals are. Like, what do they want to achieve? You know, we have the my why statement in Teamzy, which is amazing. I'm preparing actually a training for you guys in the near future where I'm going to go deep into setting goals. So keep an eye out for that. We'll do a full hour on just setting goals, which is going to be great, and how to do it in a meaningful way. But call them out when they're letting themselves down. That's what they're doing. They're letting themselves down. And as the leader, your love and your care is for them. So you don't want to see that happen. So call them out with love, lovingly. Hey, you know, I told you I would do this. I would hold you accountable to this. I see it happening. I want to let you know that if you continue the way you're going, you're not going to be successful. It's a course correction moment. Okay. And then give them something specific they can do to right the ship. This is the most important part, because being told that you're going nowhere fast is no fun, right? How many of us have heard things like that from our parents or grown-ups when we were teenagers, right? Like, you're on the wrong path. Great. What's the right path, right? Give them something specific they can do to right the ship. So here's your application on course correction, how to do it. First, I want you to look at your team and identify anybody right now who seems to be slipping, slacking, or losing momentum. Look at your team and identify anyone who seems to be slipping, slacking, or losing momentum. Now, you've got people on your team who've never done anything. And that's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about people who are like, hey, I'm in this to build it. I want to win, and help me get there. And now you see them slipping, slacking, and losing momentum, right? This might be your whole team. I don't know. Here's the first thing. First step is reach out and ask them, would you like my help getting back on course? I noticed that, I kind of noticed that your business is declining and your activity is declining. Would you like my help getting back on course? Okay. This is important, guys, because people need to opt into your help. They need to opt into your coaching. They need to opt into your accountability. Once they say, yes, I want your help. Yes, hold me accountable. Now you have permission to really help them. Make sense? All right. Third, give them a specific challenge, something to do. An easy one is the Teamzy 5-day challenge. Some of you guys have heard me challenge this, which is to connect with 20 people minimum every single day for 5 straight days, right? Just connect with 20 people, any combination of prospects, customers, or team members. 100 over 5 days, average is 20 a day. Okay, so that's the 5-day challenge. That's something they can do. Hey, just try this. For 5 days, do you think you could do this? It'll take you 30 minutes a day. Could you do this for 5 days, right? We just want to give them a taste. Now, it doesn't have to be that. Whatever you come up with, but give them something they can follow, something that they can achieve in a short amount of time and get kind of that emotion of winning back going again. Okay. 6. Man, we're covering a lot of content, but it's fun. Okay. The 6th thing leaders provide their team is actionable advice for improvement. Actionable advice for improvement. Now, one of the things that just kind of kills me about this industry and the trainings and stuff is there's a lot of talk about things to do. Like, you should do this and you should do that. And this is a great thing to do. But it's kind of like, well, great, give me the plan. How do I do it? So my advice to you guys, my actionable advice to you guys is have improvement plans ready. Build these out. So when somebody needs improvement in an area, you go, boom, Eric, here is the action plan, the 2-week or 1-week action plan on this item to help you. Okay, so a couple examples. An activity challenge, like the 5-day challenge we just discussed. You could give them a how to form training. How to form. Maybe their struggle is that they don't know how to have an engaging conversation. Okay? Maybe a training on overcoming objections would be a great thing to have, where you can give them something that they can go through and improve those skills. Training on products is huge, right? Training on products. Back office trainings. Maybe they have no clue how to do that. Most of those back offices, okay, I've been in all their back offices. None of them are good. None of them are good. I mean, I understand it's hard to do that for a whole network, but those are hard. So these are some things you can have ready. When people need improvement in an area, have these ready to go. Okay. All right. And one thing on this, some of you guys have like a training website where somebody goes and everything is there. And it's like, wow, everything is here. All I have to say to that is this. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, good on you for building that. But here's the thing. It's like I don't know if you guys are familiar with In-N-Out Burger. In California, we have In-N-Out Burger. It's the busiest restaurant in the state. Every single In-N-Out store has a line out the door. They sell basically hamburgers and cheeseburgers and fries. That's it. The line's out the door. And it's like so easy. You know exactly what you're going there for, as opposed to like a 15-page menu. Okay. People do better when they have to choose from 1 to 3 things. So here's my advice to you. If you guys have a page like full of training, specifically grab the link, specifically grab the training you want them to do and give it to them. Okay. So actionable advice for improvement. Okay. So here's your application on that. Ask your team where they need the most help. Ask your team, where do you guys need the most help? Let's get started there. Where do you need the most help? Maybe you don't have a training. Maybe it's like, great, next team call, I'm going to train you on this. Okay. Create a series of specific trainings or challenges to give team members based on what their needs are. Okay, so we just talked about this, but that's what I want you guys to do. Create a series of specific trainings or challenges to give team members based on what their needs are. Your company may provide these trainings. Your upline may have made these trainings, which is great. And if you're new, you might want to just share those. As you get going in this business, I recommend you redo those in your own words, your own voice, okay, from you. So you just recreate them. By the way, there's no content that's original out there, so don't feel bad about repurposing content you've learned for your team. Okay. And then hold them accountable to completing the training or challenges. When they say, hey, I need help with overcoming objections, go, great. I'm going to send you the course on overcoming objections, and we'll call you out on the next team call, see if you completed it. You can tell us what you learned, right? Hold them accountable to it. And they'll be like, oh, dang it. Okay, great. You with me? All right. Okay, you guys. So I've given you guys a ton of information and action steps on inspiration, providing outside perspective, providing accountability for your team, encouragement and motivation, course correction when they need it, and actionable advice for improvement. Do you guys get all those notes down? Okay, well, again, we recorded the call if you didn't, so you'll be able to go back through this again. Now, I want to give you guys some specific action steps on how you can get these things going with your team right away. 1, get all your builders on your team report. Let's start there. Get all your builders on your team report right away. Start firing those emails off. Maybe you guys are already doing it while we're talking. Get them on the team report. 2nd, ask your entire team if they would like the accountability. So those specific people, boom, they're invited. Now, I'm going to go before the whole team and say, here's the team report. Here's what I'm going to be doing. Who wants to be held accountable? Who would like help with this? The reason why I want you to do this is because there are people that you think have no desire to build a business. Maybe they're just customers on the discount or whatever, hobbyists. And maybe they kind of do. They just don't know where to start. So this may be something where people go, you know what, I'll try that. And you may find sleepers on your team who are ready to build. Okay? 3rd, all new team members, get them on the 30-day free trial of Teamzy and on your team report. So a new person comes on your team, you go, great, welcome to the team. Here's what we're going to do. The first 30 days, we are going to rock, okay? Go to teamzy.com, get your 30-day free trial. Let me know when you have it. I will send you an invitation for the team report. And for 30 days, we're going to blitz your business, right? We're going to start them off right, which is an awesome way to get them plugged in, brand new, and working. Now, here's the thing, guys. Not only will this get new people started off right, doing the right activities, those who started off knowing what to do with a plan they can follow, easily duplicatable, it will also let you know who really is going to do some work in this business, right? So you get them all set up. Here's what we're going to do. We'll get you in this free trial. Great. And you find that they never do a thing for 30 days. It's a clue that maybe they're not really willing to do the work, right? And so it's a great way to have a conversation. Look, I noticed, we had this thing for 30 days. You didn't use it. I just wanted to check in with you. You told me these were your goals. Is this something you really want to pursue at this point? Or are you just, going to enjoy the products for a while? Like, find out, and then you can maybe not invest as much time in that person. You can invest more time in somebody who's ready to go. Make sense? Okay. So make sure you get all your builders on your team report, invite everybody else, see who wants in, and then make sure you get get all your new people into a 30-day free trial. If you have people on your team who haven't used Teamzy, get them on the 30-day free trial now and get them on your team report. Okay. I'm going to stop my share and ask questions. So if you guys have questions, just load them into the Q&A. right at the bottom of the screen, and we'll go through and answer those questions for you if you have any that came up during the training. So good, there was no questions. Was that helpful for you guys? Oh, I got one popping in here. So helpful, Liz said. Okay, great. I'm glad. I love it. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys are not sending me questions, just telling me you enjoyed the training, which is awesome. That is the goal. Here's what I want you guys to do as well, now that you're doing this and you're excited. Two things. One, when you get this link a little bit later today, share it with people who weren't on the call. I think we only ended up getting 100 people or so on the call, and we want everyone to get it. Okay, we'll be sharing it as well, but share this training with everybody. And also, I want to hear the stories. I want to hear the success stories. Let us know. Go to make sure. By the way, are you guys all in the Teamzy community, which we launched last week? That thing is taken off. It's a Facebook group. Look for that. There's a community link on the top of your Teamzy dashboard. You can get to it from there. Make sure you're in there. Share the success stories in there. Let us know how these things are working with you guys. Okay, let's see. Did I get a question? Is this necessary if you have only one team member? Or do you just use the ideas and do this one-on-one? Brianna, use the ideas one-on-one for now, and then build from there, okay? Even if you're brand new, okay, that's a great question. I'm glad you asked that question. For all you guys that are brand new, well, maybe you're not brand new. Maybe you just need to change your mindset. You guys now own a business. You guys now own a business. So you got to start thinking like a tycoon. Now, I know you guys, it's more than just writing CEO as your job title on Facebook, right? You need to start thinking like a CEO and building the systems that'll help you build an organization that will grow, right? So plugging people into a system when you have one person, it's awesome. You're going to grow quickly. And if you're using Teamzy, you're going to recruit people quickly as well. Okay. How do we send the free report that is linked to me? How do I send it? Basically, Diane, you're just going to go into the team report, click that little plus, and send the email address to whoever, the email address of who you want to invite to share stats with you. Okay. If you want to share stats with your team, they need to send that email to you. Okay. Liz wants a Teamzy t-shirt. Liz, I don't have any. Oh, you mean this one? Well, wait, where's Teamzy? I'm flipped. I don't have any t-shirts right now. We did give those away 2 years ago. We had 5,000 t-shirts and they were gone. We sent an email that said, click here if you want one while they last. And they were gone literally in like 3 hours. It was crazy. All right. Okay. Well, guys, thank you so much for being here with us today. I hope this was helpful to you. Stay tuned for more Pro Series trainings from me. I'm going to do one every month on a different topic. But in the meantime, I hope you guys, the two hugest takeaways I want you guys to take away is, one, you need to be consistent yourself. You need to lead the pack. The speed of the team is the speed of the leader. And then get everybody on the team report and hold them accountable too. Thank you guys for watching. Love you guys. God bless. Talk to you soon.